Today was a crazy day, but I have a very important announcement to make. Units are
everything.
They're everything. It's amazing. Oh, what's going on, guys? My favorite restaurant in the world is In-N-Out Burger. It's absolutely delicious. I don't know why, but I love it. If I walk into In-N-Out Burger and I say, "What's good? I want two. I want two. And I literally say nothing else afterwards, they wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about. Units are one of the most important factors and pieces of information we can use in everyday life. I want 2 double-doubles animal style. And also in science. A unit can be literally anything. You can measure the length of a bridge in Tims. Wow, guys, this bridge is 60 Tims and counting. That's Tim. If this guy's name is Tim, that's how long the bridge would be, 100 Tims long. What units do is they give numbers meaning and they give numbers importance. They give numbers context. Yay! Metric units are what we use in science. Okay, here we have the staircase. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So kilo, hecto, deca. This would be your base unit. Then we get to smaller units, decis, centi, milli. Right here we talk about the orders of magnitude of each of these units. Kilo means 1,000. So if you have a kilometer or kilometer, then you have 1,000 meters. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. Kiloliter, it's a lot. A kiloliter is 1,000 liters. Let's go for a couple examples. Converting units in the metric system is actually really easy. All you gotta do is really move the decimal point to the left or to the right, depending on the question. So here, we are looking at how many kilometers are in 50,000 meters. Now, every number has a decimal point at the very, very end, even numbers like this that don't have it written traditionally, but we write it in on the right side. Now, kilometer is 1,000, so we would need to move the decimal point in the direction that reflects 1,000 times less. So that just means 3/4 of 10. So another way of looking at this, if we have our chart in front of us, is to look at what the question gives us. So the question asks us how many kilometers are in 50,000 meters. So we start in meters and go to kilometers on our chart. That is 3 spaces up, 3 stairs up, going left. And that's why in the question, we move the decimal point 3 spaces left. Let's do one more. So this question asks us how many milliliters are in 0.55 liters. So we're gonna do the same exact process. I want to convert 0.55 liters to milliliters. And if I think about that, that is, again, 3 orders of magnitude, only this time it's going to the right. How do we figure that out, you ask? Well, if we go to the chart, let's go there one more time. We're given the base unit of liter, which you'll see right there. And to get to milli, we gotta go to the right. 3 stairs in the downward direction, indicating that that unit is smaller. Memorize this chart. It helps you understand both directions of the unit conversions in the metric system. Units are everything. Unfortunately, the metric system is not the only system we have to work with, because there's so many other units that exist out there. Feet, yards, pounds. So we have to have another tool in our toolkit. So I teach something that I've called the chop block method. The chop block method it's a tool that you can use. When you understand the way the chop block method works, you can apply that method to any unit conversion as long as you have a relationship between the units. So let's go talk about that. Game time. Okay, chop block method. Let's talk about this for a minute. When you convert units, you will always have a choice to either multiply or divide. The chop block method is a very, very powerful tool to help you know when to multiply and when to divide. Every problem, you technically have a 50-50 chance of picking the right operation. Don't do that. Don't do that. Instead, use the chop block method because it will help you be right every single time when used correctly. Let's watch with an example. 95 yards. How many feet is that? Let's break this down for a minute. First, we need to know the relationship between the two units. So, 1 yard equals 3 feet. Okay? That's our first piece of information that we need to know. In the question, it tells us that the student can throw the football 95 yards. So, that's given to us. We're gonna write that in the given column. And we put it over 1. Multiplied. Running out of space. The relationship. We call this a conversion factor. My unknown is what the question asks me for. What does it ask? How many feet? So we're gonna write feet first. Right there. Write the unit first, okay? That's a tip. If you do that, all you gotta do is follow the numbers afterwards. It's easier to write the unit and follow the number than it is to go in the reverse order. And then yards. So, let's follow the numbers. 3 feet. So the 3 goes there. 1 yard. So the 1 goes there. And this is why we call it the chop block method. Because we get to cancel unit. So now all we gotta do is the math, okay? We're going to multiply 95 times 3, and the bottom, which is just 1. So we end up with 285 over 1, which ends up being our final answer when you divide it out. 285 over 1 is just 285 feet. Units are everything. Gotta put your units. Let's do one more example. This is Mr. Ochoa. He is a good juggler. Mr. Ochoa also bench presses from time to time. He can bench press 185 pounds. How many kilograms can he bench press? Okay, here's our setup. So we know that 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. So, because we're given 185 pounds, that's going in our given column, right here, our given section. So, because pounds is given, we'll just write pounds in the given part on the right, where our unit conversion factor is. If pounds is here, kilograms has to go here, which is great because it's our unknown. We're asked to find kilograms. Then we simply just plug and chug. 1 goes here, 2.2 goes here, and chop block. When we multiply and get our fraction and then divide this fraction, 185 divided by 2.2 is 84.091. And units are everything. 0.91, kilograms. I hope you learned something. Units are everything. Remember, always put units in your answers. Remember how to convert metric units and use the chop block method. You guys are awesome. Are you impressed right now? Yay! Everybody made this video possible. My man Jeremy Johnson and Ethan for that awesome karate chop video. Check out Jeremy Johnson's artwork, Color Lab on Instagram. Of course, Mr. Ochoa for his amazing juggling skills, and Mr. Rodriguez for his amazing throwing skills in our example problems. And thank you so much for making this possible. Yay!